Oh, a very good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to the Headhunt Postgrad Fair. I'm Dexton from the National University of Singapore, Institute of Systems Science. So today I'm going to take you through and provide you with valuable insights to our graduate programs, namely the Graduate Diploma in System Analysis, Master of Technology in Enterprise Business Analytics, Intelligent Systems, Software Engineering, and last but not least, the Master of Technology in Digital Leadership. So as Singapore continues on the smart nation journey, building on our infrastructure, facilitating on innovation and creating the framework for all of us to contribute, we need the right skills with the right mindsets to be a smart nation, because IT talent is in big demand now and into the future. So demand for tech jobs in Singapore is growing rapidly. Right? The Singapore government's response to the rising demands for ICT professionals. The Singapore government's by 2022, 75 billion of jobs may be displaced by the shift in the division of labor between humans and machines. So we have to start our education systems, equipping students with up-to-date knowledge and skills to use technology, how to create the technology of the future, to prototype and build things, to use the latest tools and be up with the latest technology. As you all know, NUS is a leading global university centered in Asia, ranked 11 in the 2020 QS World University Ranking, ranked number 1 in Asia, and 10 in computer science and information technology, offering our graduates with good career prospects by employers both locally and abroad. Right, so NUS ISS started in 1981 with an important national task of developing IT leaders and digital talents through educations, applied research, consulting, services, and career services. Right, so NUS IS is widely recognized as a champion for national skills movements, enabling a digital economy that's always learning and always leading. For those of you who are not aware, we are currently in the midst of renovating and refurbishing our office buildings, and when completed, we'll be moving back to our original building by early 2021. At the bottom right is an artist's impression view of our newly renovated and refurbished building. So we develop IT professionals through our graduate programs, which I'll be touching on today, and also through our executive education programs. To date, over 135,000 Infocom and business professionals, 7,200 corporate customers, and 6,250 postgrad alumni members have benefited from NUS IIS suite of services. So NUS IIS has implemented a unique portfolio of multi-learning pathways with a wide spectrum of programs in critical industry disciplines such as software development, data science, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, smart health, and digital and government and digital innovation. So our teaching staff has an average of 23 years of industry experience. They prepare their own teaching materials with no prescribed textbooks. Right? The mode of curriculum delivery involve case studies, project work, workshops, capstone projects, and assignments. The programs are designed to equip you with the relevant practical knowledge to cater for the industry needs. So let us now begin with our first program, the Graduate Diploma in System Analysis. So this is one of the oldest IT program offered in Singapore. Has been running for more than 20 years, right? So this is a 1-year full-time system analyst graduate program consisting of 7 months of full-time study and 5 months of paid industry attachment. Right, the program is designed to qualify university graduates for careers in ICT professionals, non-IT graduates who decide on a career switch, and PMATs who wish to do a career conversion program to IT. So for 6 months, you'll be taught on aspects of designing and developing systems such as .NET, enterprise solution, SQL programming, user experience design and system design using Agile and UMI, designing web-based solutions using Java and mobile-based solutions using Android and Python programming with machine learning. Next, you'll be required to complete a capstone project within 1 month. And upon successful completion of the project, you will commence a 5 months paid internship, and after which you will graduate with the NUS Graduate Diploma in System Analysis. So this is Luke. Luke came from a Bachelor of Arts Communication background. Luke completed the Graduate Diploma in System Analysis and was the CTO of the Smart Local. Next, we have Mark. Mark was an English teacher before he embarked on the Graduate Diploma in System Analysis and is now working with GovTech Singapore. So these are the Graduate Diploma System Analyst admissions requirements. All right, so you need a bachelor's degree. All right, you don't need any work experience, so you can be a fresh graduate. All right, proficiency in English, because we will need you to take an IELTS or TOEFL if you have done your studies in Singapore. All right, and after which, upon applying, you need to successfully pass an aptitude test, which consists of 40 multiple choice questions, consisting of diagramming, reasoning, and number ability. And you need to be successfully interviewed by an NUS lecturer. Right, the tuition fees are as follows. You can see a Singaporean citizen will offer with MOE subsidies, as well PRs and so forth. So Singaporeans and PR do enjoy MOE fee subsidies. There are also options available to upgrade from our graduate diploma system analyst. You can undertake the MTech program either in a full-time mode to be completed in 1 year, or you decide to do it a part-time, completed in 2 years. Okay, so next we move on to the Master of Technology in Enterprise Business Analytics, right? Intelligent Systems and Software Engineering. So our master's program are offered in a stackable mode, right? This typically consists of a series of grad certs that will be stacked up towards a full degree. So each graduate cert is a recognition of the knowledge and skills that you have acquired, making you ready for certain types of job roles. So basically, both PMATs can attain a series of grad certs over a period of 5 years without disrupting your careers, and have a flexibility of studying at your own pace, but taking the required modular courses that will make up the grad certs to meet your needs. If you do decide to attain the MTech degree, you will need to be enrolled as an NUS student first, and then complete a capstone project within a 2 years time frame. Or you can also undertake the master's degree program in a true train structure as a full-time or as a part-time student, which the modules will be structurally packaged accordingly, which I'll be illustrating in my following slides. To note that the full-time studies will be for 1 year and part-time before 2 years. So first up is the Master of Technology in Enterprise Business Analytics. So business analytics is about the using of data to gain insights and driving business planning, making business solutions, decisions, basically extracting useful knowledge from data to solve business problems. We'll take you through the 7 steps of the business analytics process cycle, starting from the defining the business needs and all the way to the consolidating the results of the decision. So who should be taking the MTech in EBAC? Professionals who want to champion the use of analytics in their organization to make data-driven decisions. Entry-level business analytics professionals lagging in the necessary academic fundamentals who want to play a role in the analytics initiative, or professionals in relevant fields such as IT, engineering, and science who want to acquire business analytics skills and knowledge so they can play a significant role in the analytics initiative of the organization. These are some of the jobs profiles that our graduates get into upon graduating. Right, business analytics manager, the data scientist, data analyst, analytical consultant. All right, so this is the program structure, or called the program curriculum. So students need to complete 2 compulsory foundation grad certs and 2 out of the 4 specialist certificates. So a total of 4 grad certs plus a capstone project to graduate with the Master of Technology in Enterprise Business Analytics. As you can see on the left-hand side of your screen, the first 2 columns, the grad cert in Management Business Analytics project and the grad cert in Business Analytics practice. These are the 2 compulsory foundation grad cert, which you must complete. And other 4, all right, you can see the grad cert in customer analytics, grad cert in big data engineering and web analytics, grad cert in practical language processing, and last, the grad cert in specialist predictive modeling and forecasting. All right, so you need to complete any 2 out of the 4 specialist cert, and plus a capstone project to graduate with the MTech in EBAC. All right, so these are some of the general admissions requirements. Obviously, you need a first good degree from a recognized university, preferably in maths, stats, econometrics, measurement science. You need a good GPA, or a CPA, or a B average. All right, so preferably you need at least 2 years of relevant working experience. Right, R and Python knowledge should be strongly recommended. Same thing, you need to pass an entrance test and an interview. All right, so so students do need to sit for the entrance test. Upon completion of the online application, the test will consist of 50 multiple choice questions, as is shown in the screen, in maths, reasoning, logistics, basic statistics, and data visualization. So all these 50 questions to be completed, multiple choice questions to be completed in 1 hour. Okay. The fees are as follows. You can see Singaporeans and permanent residents are eligible for fee subsidies provided by the Skills Future Singapore Agency, SSG. All right. Okay. So now next we move on to Master of Technology in Intelligent Systems. So the key drivers of AI are within our cities, our homes, our business, and in the factory, which are adopted in our daily living and within our community. So intelligent systems is the integration of sensors such as computer vision, sound and speech systems, smart sensors, through artificial intelligence, innovation such as machine learning, pattern recognition, cognitive intelligence, and developing into actions such as robots, autonomous vehicles, drones, chatbots, and softbots. Okay, so this is an example of how an AI are developed with emotion detection system for a call center within a customer service center and a shopping mall. Okay, these are some of the job roles that our MTech in IS get into in AI engineering, robotic systems, autonomous vehicle engineering, IoT systems, and intelligent process automation systems, and so forth. Okay, so this is again the program curriculum that we'll look into. So students need to complete again 2 compulsory foundation grad certs and 2 out of the 4 specialist certs. So total of 4 grad certs plus a capstone project to graduate with the MTech in Intelligent Systems. So as you can see on the left-hand side of your screen, the first 2 columns, the grad cert in Intelligent Reasoning Systems and the grad cert in Pattern Recognition Systems. These are the 2 compulsory certs you got to complete, foundation grad certs, which you must complete. And the other 4, the grad cert in Intelligent Sensing Systems, grad cert in Intelligent Software Agents, grad cert in Practical Language Processing, and lastly, the grad cert in Intelligent Robotic System. You need to choose 2 out of the 4 specialist cert. Right? Again, you need to do a complete capstone project and to graduate with the MTech in IS. So again, it's a full-time program. It will be for 1 year. A part-time will be for 2 years. All right, so now we look into admissions requirements. All right, so we need again a bachelor's degree from recognized universities, preferably in engineering or science, grade point average or a B average, preferably again 2 years of work experience in the relevant field, computer programming ability. You need to pass an entrance test and plus an interview. Okay, again you have consist the students will need to write an entrance test after completing an online application fee. Online application, the test will consist of again 50 multiple choice questions consisting of maths, reasoning, logical capabilities, problem solving skills, and computational abilities. Okay. This is the fees structure for the MTech in IS. All right, so Singaporeans and perm residents are eligible for fee subsidies provided by the Skills Future Singapore agency. Okay, good. And we'll now move on to the Master of Technology in Software Engineering. All right, so the MTech in Software Engineering covers on systematic approach to the management of software personalization, architecture and design, maintenance and operation of software framework and technology, right? The focus is about architecting software systems, platforms and products that are scalable, smart and secure, right? So as you know, there's software is often regarded as the heart and an engine that drive the intelligent systems and refined by data-driven analytics. So who should be taking the MTech in SE? So basically software professionals who have minimum of 2 years of software development experience, all right, software engineering technical leads, senior software engineers or software architects who wish to further the knowledge in architecting scalable, smart and secure systems. So these are the job profile that our graduates get into senior software architect, security architect, smart system architect, platform engineer, a big data engineer, and so forth. Right, this is how the program curriculum looks like. All right, students need to just come for this. Please take note. Students does need to complete just one compulsory graduate cert and 2 out of the 4 specialist cert. So a total of 3 grad certs to be completed, plus the capstone project to graduate with the MTech in software engineering. So I can see on the left-hand side of your screen, the first column, the grad cert in architecting scalable system. All right, this is the one and only compulsory foundation cert which you must complete. And look at the other 4 columns. All right, the grad cert in architecting smart systems, in designing and managing products and platforms, grad cert in engineering big data, and grad cert in security ubiquitous systems. So out of this 4, you need to choose 2 out of the 4 specialist cert, all right, plus a capstone project to graduate with the MTech in software engineering. Okay, general admissions requirements pretty similar. You need a bachelor's degree, a grade point average. For this, you need a minimum of 2 years of work experience, basic software engineering knowledge. You got to pass an entrance test, and you got to have a seat, be shortlisted for an interview. Okay, you need to write entrance test, but this there's fewer questions. There are only 30 multiple choice questions, also within 1 hour. Will test you on aspects of maths, general IT knowledge, programming, software development practice, software design, basic software technology, mobile or web, and basic project management. Okay. Right, so this is the tuition fees structure. All right, so Singaporeans and permanent residents are eligible for fee subsidies provided by the Skills Future Singapore agency, the SSG. Okay. All right, so last but not least, I'll move on to the last program. All right, that will be introducing this afternoon is the MTech in Digital Leadership. Right, so the MTech in Digital Leadership is the first locally conferred digital leadership master's degree focusing on developing strategic and forward-looking digital leaders for Singapore and the region. This program is designed for seasoned program professionals for career development with inputs from practitioners and delivered by business, digital technology, and thought leaders. All right, so just a look at the program curriculum. It consists of courses grouped into 4 study areas, namely the practice of digital business, digital transformation, digital leadership and people, and digital leadership capstone project. Capstone. Okay. So this is the general admissions requirements. You need a bachelor's degree. For this, you need slightly more work experience. You need a minimum of 5 years of relevant full work experience. Presently holding a senior management position, demonstrating digital equipment and work exposure and to digitalization, have a passion and potential to assume a digital leadership position, a passionate learner, ambitious to shape the future. For this, there's no entrance test. Yeah, for this, the MTech program in digital leadership, there is no entrance test. You only have an interview. Okay, so if you want to apply and you're shortlisted for an interview, all right. Okay, these are the tuition fees. Okay, so looking at the Singapore's and PRs and international. Okay, so I've come to the end. So I'll stay on for some minutes for any questions that there is. So after this session, you can still join us at the one-on-one live chat till 6:30 this evening. All right, or you can go onto our website to find out more information. All what I've said today is all on the website, or you do have any questions or inquiries, you can just drop in a quick email at isslearn@nus.edu.sg, or you can scan the QR code at on the screen now. I'll take the questions, whichever time I have remaining. Okay, this question from Hazel. Do you offer scholarships for international students? Not at the moment, so we do not have any scholarships for international students. For answer Lim, any part-time, okay, part-time MTech degree, how are the tuition fees different for the full-time? Okay, so for the MTech, right, there's no difference in tuition fees. So basically you're doing a part-time, obviously you do it over duration or longer duration over 2 years, all right, and the full-time is over 1 year, right? But it's full-time study. Obviously you'll be on your during the daytime. So part-time is for someone who is a working adult who don't wish to obviously take leave or maybe leave the job or something. So all classes will be done on Saturdays only, full days on Saturdays only for the part-time for MTech in software engineering, EBAC, and IS. Right, so it won't affect your working hours, or working structure. So it's on every Saturday. So it's structured. So timetable is given to you. So currently we are, if you know, we are currently recruiting for the January 2021 MTech part-time. So the intake will close on the 15th of September. This sometime next week. All right, so yeah, so there's no difference in tuition fees, right? But obviously, the full time will be over 1 year. The part time is over 2 years. So there's the only difference in the duration. Yeah, the fees wise are same. Do we have a live chat session? Yes, we do. If you go on to our page, yeah, to the booth, yeah, online booth, you can see all the various options there. So we are available on the chat until 6:30 to Miss Sadia Lee. Questions from Young. Are there any academic prerequisites for grad certs leading up to the full? So basically, if you decide to choose the flexible route, there isn't already a prerequisite, so you can attempt the graduate certs, right? But bear in mind the classes are all done on the daytime. All right, so you have to pick and choose your own schedule and timetable. So you need to go onto our website and sign up for the various modules under each graduate cert. All right, so upon you completing all the modules within the cert, then you obviously there's an exam component and some assessment component and so forth. So obviously you need to pass that component, the exam or test or project, whichever that is, to be awarded the grad cert. So you call it. So after you collected the certs required, and you maybe the 4 certs required for MTech in EBAC, and you decide, oh, I think I want to get on to get NUS MTech EBAC degree, then obviously then you got to show us the admissions office. Yes, I already done all these 4 certs, and obviously admission office will verify that you have met all the requirements All right. Then upon sort of verifying it that you met all requirements, then obviously then you will apply and enroll as an NUS student before you can take the capstone project. All right, which you're given a maximum of 2 years to complete. Then if you have done it successfully, then obviously you'll be conferred the same degree. All right, the MTech in EBAC. All right, I hope our young that answer your question. So when you were doing the grad cert wise, there's no prerequisites in that sense. Yeah, but obviously you need to pass this grad cert successfully and pass the exam. So the exams are same as what the MTech and full-time structured students are doing. Yeah. Okay. So this question from Chia Chan for Masters in Data Science, the subsidy for PR students is we need to approach. You don't need to approach. So upon applying, obviously, we will know from your NRIC. Obviously, we will know if you are Singaporean or Singapore PR, right? So you don't need to apply for a special grant, or we will sort of apply for you in a sense, right? So once you submit application and you're successful and you're given an offer, then obviously the admissions and the finance department will know how to do it accordingly. Yeah, obviously. So you don't need to do a separate application for a grant from SSG or so forth. It'll be automated in a sense. It'll be seamless for you. Okay, I hope that answered the question, Chia Chan. I think that this question on so from William, you said that 90% subsidies is automatic. Obviously, you have to meet the requirements. Also, as long you have not gotten any grant before from SSG, and you have this is the first time you're getting the grant, and you're above 40, then obviously you have met the requirements. Yeah. So there's no. So as long you have you met the basic requirements, the terms, but basically you've not got any grant previously, and you're above 40 and you're a Singaporean, then yes, definitely you will get the 90% subsidy. Yeah. This question from Cheryl Long. May I know when the next MTech? So the next MTech is actually soon. So as I mentioned earlier, the deadline is on the 15th September. All right, so you got about slightly more than a week to submit application. So the intake closed on 15th of September for the MTech part-time January 2021 intake. Yeah, so January 21 intake to the application will close this 15th September, which is slightly more than a week only. All right, so if you miss this time, then obviously you have to wait for 1 year, unless you wish to do the full time. So we only do it once a year, one intake a year. So the part time is on the intake, the academic year starts on every January 2021. And if you want to do a full time, then it will be July 2021 intake. So obviously the application for the full time will only open after the part time is closed. So probably sometime in mid-October, we'll open the full time application. But I'm sure those of you who are currently working, most of you will be more interested in the part-time mode. Then do please submit your application early. All right. Yeah, or you can just go on to my live chat right now. My counselors are all waiting right there, waiting for you. You can any questions you can ask them. All right. So any questions you might have, or you can jump to the website and so forth. So you do answer your questions, get your application in as soon as possible. All right. That Sherilyn Long. Okay. So this question by Jovian Zi, do MTech in intelligent systems cover heavy machine learning and deep learning? Definitely. So we do cover quite in depth. All right. In fact, we are still doing a couple of few info sessions done by the program chief. So we go onto my NUSIS website. Under the tab undergraduate program, you can see preview talks. So we're still conducting a whole series of virtual preview talks, probably the last one or two left, remaining preview talk before the closing date. So I think there's one next week for IS on 10, if I don't remember correctly, so on the evening. So they'll sign up for the virtual. So I think it's all virtual info session. So you can be at your home or sitting at your home or your office, whichever where you are. So there's still a series of virtual info sessions conducted by the program chief for all three programs in EBAC, business analytics, in AI, and software engineering. So this is probably the last one or last two, because as you know, the closing date are approaching soon. So Jovian Chan, please go on and apply for to register yourself for the info session. So that will be conducted by my program chief for the program. All right, so they'll be able to answer your questions, more technical questions to you better. Again, for William, I think you answer whether is it better to swap from, is it possible to swap from part-time to full-time? Yes, it could be possible, but whether you have saved a time, any time, time you save, that we need to sit down and plan accordingly. So you may not save much time you have done, because as you know, the depend on the schedule of the module. So you can switch, but whether you save time, that depends. Yeah, so you can switch. You can switch from part-time to full-time, full-time to part-time, but of course, you can switch one time. Yeah, currently you're doing part time and you want to switch to full time, it's fine. Or right now you are doing full time and decide to switch to part time. It's possible. It's good question from Gary. Were classes conducted by face-to-face in light of current COVID situation? Obviously, we follow the guidelines of the Singapore government and Ministry of MOE and also NUS. So currently, if the classes are small in size, we are allowed to do face-to-face. I think I'm not too sure what's the limit number. I think it's currently at 40 or 50 students. So yeah, so if the class is within 40 students or 50 students, I'm not too sure any changes since we open up for phase 2. So if the cluster is small enough, yes, we will do it face to face. But if not possible, then obviously it will be by virtual. All right. So yeah, so obviously we take guidance from the Singapore government, obviously, and obviously from the MOE, and obviously from NUS for that. So Gary, I hope that answered the question. So I think as of now, I think most classes are all done online. Yeah, most classes, but I'm not too sure by next year. Hopefully the pandemic is over, then obviously we can all go back to sort of the new normal. So, but as of now, it's still virtual. So 2021, we shall see what happens. Yeah. So Sharon, you answer your question is strongly recommended. Yeah, so yeah, it's strongly recommended, but if you do not have, do not panic. All right, there's still time if you are willing to. You can easily pick up some basic shoes. A lot of this online available courses. You can pick some basic, or you can come to us. Again, to attend the info session done by my actual academic. So EBAC, there's one I think upcoming sometime next week. To go on to our online to sign up, register for that. You're not sure where to find it, again, come to my one-on-one chat session and we're able to guide you through where to sign up. But it's strongly recommended, but it's not necessary. But you can pick it up within, if you have you're able to pick up from now, there's still time. Right, so but obviously there's some students without any knowledge and they still do get into the program. All right, entrance test wise, also for the entrance test, is there any learning? There are sample questions online, but no, we don't have any textbook to learn. But there are some sample questions online which you can find again on our website. If you're not sure, you can come back, you can drop an email to us or go to the chat session. We will send you the link or drop us an email anytime. All right, classes, dates of classes. We have also, again, part-time. It starts in January and on every Saturdays only, but full day Saturdays. Yeah. So basically your Saturdays are burned for the next 2 years of your life. So yeah, so from 2021, you start and probably you end till around October, November, where exams sometime in November 2023. Yeah. So strictly for, it will be on Saturdays. Yeah. Only, but full day, probably 9 to 5 and so forth. Okay. So yeah, to share any questions, you can just go on, speak to us on the chat session, or you can go to the website, anything. Yeah, or you can just drop us an email, whichever, but do submit application early because we're closing on the 15th of September. So this question by Zhang Yu Ang, you said the subsidy mentioned for MTech, it's not MOE, it's SSG. Yeah. All right. And so the subsidy is offered by SSG, Skills Future Singapore. Yeah, SSG. All right, not MOE. Yes, 70%. So what you see on my screen, or you were to go to my website right now, that is after the subsidy. Yeah, for Singaporeans and PR. Right. For if you're above 40, and obviously you will enjoy a higher subsidy at a 90% subsidy. Okay, if you're above 40, 40 and above. Okay. So yeah, so again, you can come to our one-on-one chat session currently running right now until 6:30 p.m. Yeah, or you can just drop us an email, or you can attend. Again, to sign up for our info session. Again, I do emphasize that we're conducting info session. This is probably the last round of info sessions that we're gonna do before the closing date. So it will happen. Some will happen on next week, midweek. Some will happen on the weekend, on Saturdays. Yeah, I know MTech in software engineering will be on a Saturday at 11 a.m. The rest you can find on our website. Okay, so do attend. Those are conducted by our program chief. All right, the program chief will be conducting those info sessions. So do attend that. We can answer. They will be able to answer your questions, technical questions, more clearly. Okay. Yeah, Eddie, I think I answered that question already. So part-time, yes, it's on Saturdays only. We won't take up your Sundays. Yeah, yeah. So it's only on Saturdays, but it'll be full day. Eddie, yep. Uh, Tony Liu, I think I answered the question. Classes will be done on campus or online. Again, depend on the current situation, the pandemic situation. So as of now, classes are done online. But as of next year, we will know till we get the direction or advice from the government. Right. So we won't know as of now. I guess all depends on the situation and so forth. Yeah. Okay, so as for now, it's online, but we will inform you. We can only inform you probably sometime in December or early December. Once we give you an offer in November, that's when we'll be able to give you a more clear advice whether would classes be done on campus or online. Elaine, question about GDSA. No, it's done only full time. Yeah, so it's a 1 year intensive full time program regarding the GDSA, the Graduate Diploma of System Analyst. Again, these are 2 intakes a year in February and August. So right now we are recruiting for the February 2021 intake. So application will close slightly later on October 15. So you still some time. So you can go apply now. But it's a full time. Basically, it's full time. Okay, so it's a 1 year full time. So it's mainly targeted as a sort of people who want to do a career switch, degree conversion, or even so forth. Yeah, who wish to decide to do a switch in IT. Obviously, there's a demand for IT professionals. Therefore, the initiative was to get you back to the workforce as soon as possible and not drag the time. So we want to get you back into the workforce as soon as possible. So the program is pretty good. It's 7 months of coursework and 5 months of paid internship, 12 months program. Okay. Again, there are some info sessions done currently. You can go on to the web to our NUS website to find out. This will be done by the program chief also. Okay, I'll take one last question because time is coming up. Okay, okay, maybe I'll take this last question from Janet. So you said you answered whether relevant experience must be in IT, not necessarily be in the IT industry. You could be say for eBack, you'll be working in the banking sector. You could be doing some analytical statistics, and it could be analytical sport of a job, and so forth. So you don't need to be in IT industry. It's probably yeah, but obviously for software engineering and AI program, you need to have a sort of a IT programming knowledge, right? For sure, right? So you don't have to be working for an IT industry. Yeah. Okay. All right, I think I'll hand back to the host. Any questions, again, you can go on to my online chat, which go live until 6:30 p.m. Or you can just drop us an email, or you can attend the info sessions that are going on from next week, or give us a drop an email and so forth. So that's still the various channels you can get in touch with us to contact us as soon as possible, especially those who are applying for the MTech in MTech for the part-time mode. All right, which starts in January 2021. Our application closes on the 15th of September. I will repeat, 15th of September, which will need slightly more than a week. All right, thank you. I will hand you back to the host. Yeah.